at the lab right here.
My name is Vin Bayer. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. A bunch of my friends back in New Mexico. As soon as I heard that chase tag was coming to the US, my friend Dylan was like, hey, would you want to do this? I jumped on immediately. It's like, yes, this is something that I've always wanted to do. So we've been doing 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We've been trying to basically sandbag ourselves to where one person has to do both an extended period of time so that we start to work on that endurance and that fatigue training.
We have been training at Hub's Parkour gym, and we've been simulating the same courses of 20-second evasion tag and 30-second break if you happen to evade.
And we're also trying to figure out what worked best, what didn't work, different tactics that we might be able to employ. And it's been really, really interesting because we've had to do all of that in masks in the state of Massachusetts. So it was talk about restricting. It's been fun.
My name's Alec. I'm from Boston. I've lived in the area pretty much my entire life. Another athletic activity of mine is track and field. So I've been a track athlete doing mostly jumping for about 10 years now. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is learning to compete. I've never done a parkour competition, but I've done a lot of competitions at all different levels. That's a skill in itself. I really hope that's something I can give to my team, and just experience of warming up and cooling down and mental prep.
My name is Dylan Poland. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. My team is Hub PTC, and that is also the name of my gym in Massachusetts as well. It's a parkour gym. I love competing in parkour. I love competing in movement. I think it's super fun. It's also been amazing with this one because we're part of a team, and normally I'm competing alone. So
Sparsha has the best footwork of any athlete here.
His footwork is impossible for people to replicate.
Hello, I'm Sparsha Pun, and I'm from Boston representing Team Hub. I really enjoy rail movements in parkour. Started parkour in 2013, so it's been about 7 years. I feel like we're a solid team and feel like we all have our specialties in different areas. That's one of the things that makes our team strong. Jeremiah, he's really good at keeping his energy calm, but then suddenly coming at you with full viciousness.
I do like the psychological battle that happens when you're evading. There's a big part of my strategy that I will not give away too much on the cameras, but I do try my best to like fake a lot of people out, or I will think about like what I would be doing in that same situation, and then from there I'll like, okay, cool, what's gonna make me get faked out, and I try to do that, and most of the time it's been working on the course, so I've been trying to bring that. So I'd say definitely an evader. With parkour, it's mainly just thinking about how to use your obstacles, not necessarily differently, but efficiently. So when you're doing tag, you want to be able to like move over something in the quickest way, and the only discipline right now that does that is parkour. There's a lot of other sports like track and field where they will hurdle over things and like jump, but not necessarily in the way that we train, where we're focused a little bit more on like precision, efficiency, and other things in that sort. So it's not like other sports where, oh, we're just focused on this one specific aspect of the human body. Parkour goes over literally every single thing. The one thing that I always notice that everyone's very like surprised about, like even when they're just starting out, is like jumping to rails. Not a lot of people even know that it's possible to like jump from really far, stay on a rail, and then like balance your way out. So like that is very unique to parkour, and I feel like even that is gonna be really good for the course. So.
Dominic from New Mexico originally, but came here from Boston. I actually quit coaching. I decided that coaching wasn't the avenue that I wanted to take for parkour as a profession, and I wanted to try to take more of like an athlete path. And World Chase Tag is, I think, right now one of the best outlets for parkour athletes.
For sure, evading. Not a great tagger. I think too many steps ahead, and then when they change up their movement, I have no plan there. So kind of messes me up, but evading I've been pretty good at. You know, I'm pretty good at being able to change directions pretty quickly. That's a lot of our practice has been around these quick direction changes, you know, diving through bars, and so it's been working really well. We've been playing with the whole Boston community. We've been playing tag at Hub PTC, so it's been a really great time to like test out these strategies on everybody else.
I think I'm more of an evader, at least mentally. That's what really gets me excited. In terms of tagging though, having like long arms will help. I just have a tough time with really sudden direction changes. I think when I can use my momentum, can be very powerful. A lot of the objects in the quad that people vault are just step-ups for me.
I feel excited about it. It's really interesting to have that realization that like, oh, all these guys are 10 years younger than me. Well, how is that going to affect things, and how am I going to be able to compensate? Because they're fast, but hopefully a little bit of that knowledge and that experience comes in handy in my court, so we'll find out.
I feel like it's easier for me to be a chaser just because I can see where the person's going and kind of predict that. Being an evader is a a little stressful.
So the quad was interesting. You can't really see how big it is from video. So getting to actually feel the floor and see how everything interacts with itself, and then what you can and can't do, especially in the short amount of time that you have to evade or chase, kind of really brings into light like a lot of strategy, as well as like, okay, well, can I do big jumps? Can I stride? Can I crawl? Like, what's more effective for the individual, which is really cool.
It was awesome. The course is so well set up. I think it's amazing. The flooring is perfect. Everything is insanely grippy, which is so good and gives us confidence to be able to move around. We love the additions that they made this year as well. I know they had a couple different additions to the course from the past chase tag events, and so we've been trying to use those as much as we can.
It was pretty incredible. I felt a lot more confident than I expected.
Well, luckily I didn't get a literal taste of it yet, but I'm sure that I will bail at least once. We were so incredibly productive today. We went into it with a game plan and executed our game plan, and I think our confidence just shot through the roof because of that. I was feeling pretty nervous before, and now I'm feeling really confident and excited to get out there.